All right, welcome back to Certified Humans, episode 9 or 10. I'm not sure, but so we're gonna go over our week again, and then we will continue with what we were talking about last week, our hot takes,
Sounds good.
some different ones.
Yeah.
So
Are we gonna get to finish?
this week was your birthday.
Yes.
It was fun.
My birthday was yesterday, September 1st. Don't forget to tell me happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Lily. Put it in the comments.
I'm just kidding.
And we went to the lake with your friends.
On Saturday.
Saturday.
And then yesterday we celebrated my birthday with my family.
Mm-hmm. The lake was fun.
It was fun.
I like that group of friends. We've hung out with like friend groups in the past, but I feel like none of them.
We didn't really mesh well
Yeah.
together. Not as good as the friend group that we have now.
Mm-hmm.
So
It always felt like
forced.
or like you'd get along with some of them, and then some people would be like awkward.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like maybe the group was too big, or like there was people that had been friends forever, and then we're like new.
Right.
Whereas like this group, I don't know.
It's just something about the people that we're friends with right now that just works together so well.
Yeah, everyone just gets along really well.
Yeah.
Nobody like is judgy or cares about anything.
I feel like we're all just like goofy, silly.
Yeah.
Like,
we don't care.
Which is how you and I are naturally.
It's
so
great.
I think that's why it works, because we can be ourselves.
Yeah, it's cool because I've never had friend groups.
No, me
I've
neither.
always just had like a best friend, like Nick, or when I was younger, Alex, or I always had just like one friend
Yeah.
and then a girlfriend or a wife, you know.
Or my wife.
but I had never been friends with like big groups of people.
Yeah.
I guess when I was younger in like church, I had like a little friend group,
Yeah.
but we were kids,
True.
you know.
Yeah. I think it works, and I'm really happy about it. We have like plans for the rest of the year, like through December.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. It makes me happy that like everyone wants to keep hanging out. We're like, okay, what are we doing every single month for the next 6 months?
We were doing like Friendsgiving.
Halloween, Friendsgiving, Christmas party, and then I don't know after that. Maybe New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to more hangouts. So yeah, it's just a really fun group, and I'm just really happy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you get along with everyone.
Yeah, me too.
You like everyone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it more fun. I don't have to like worry to, you know?
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about like entertaining you.
Like staying near me.
Yeah. And like making sure you're
Make sure I feel
comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like cool with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And then your brother and his girlfriend came.
Yeah. And then our friend Scott,
And Scott.
who's basically
Scott
family.
gets away with gets along with everyone.
Yeah. He's so funny.
He is.
Oh my gosh. He's hilarious. I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did the tube toy, and then, yeah, it was just really fun. And then the weather was nice. I mean, it's hot, but the water's cool, but not cold, like freezing cold.
Yeah, it wasn't too cold.
It
Which
was
I
just
like.
beautiful being out there.
I'm happy that the lakes. Because I feel like when I was a kid, anytime I would go to lake, I don't know if like, we did it a couple times with like my sister's dad.
Yeah.
And like, I don't remember who else, but a couple times we would go to like lakes or whatever, and they'd be like freezing cold. So I don't know if we didn't go in like the summer or what, but
Yeah. Definitely have to go during the summer.
this time it was warm. I think if you go like middle summer or end of summer, then it's
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to do it again next summer. Rent a boat and do it again.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It was fun. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, yesterday on my actual birthday, we just went to the gym and then went to my mom's house and hung out with them for a few hours. So that was fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Wingstop, which is bomb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still full from it yesterday.
It's so good.
I'm still like not even hungry. And I ate that for dinner last night.
I know.
It's like noon now.
It was filling because it's like a lot of calories.
Yeah, it is.
So
Super
it
filling.
keeps you full.
Yeah.
It's like protein and fat.
Yeah.
Which keeps you full for the longest.
No, literally.
Yeah.
I'm like, you and I like basically ate the whole thing of fries.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's only like one wing left, we got chicken tenders actually. We didn't even get wings.
Tenders, yeah.
We got chicken tenders. And Brendan was like, "You want to leave this here?" And I was like, "No." It was like literally one sitting in our fridge right now.
Yeah, I thought
And I'm planning on eating it later.
Yeah, I thought leave it and then your brothers would eat it or whatever.
No, they would.
But
yeah.
Yeah, you wanted it.
But I was like, "No, I want to eat."
You're like, that's part of my meal.
Yeah.
It counts no matter what
Yeah.
day I eat it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was really good.
And then you got crumble cookie, which I ate my half, and you haven't eaten your half yet.
Yeah, I ate like the half of the half last night.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll probably finish it today.
When I kicked you out of the room.
Yeah. I was like, all right, I guess I'll go to the kitchen and eat something.
She was like talking to her dad on the phone. And like I had gone to bed. It was late because we were already like at her mom's house all day.
Yeah.
And then she was like talking to her dad, which was fine. But then I started like falling asleep. But then you kept waking me up.
Yeah.
And I was like, get out.
Yeah. And then I told my dad, I was like, I'm being kicked out of my room.
And then I had my iPad with my headphones in.
Yeah.
Which drowned you out a little bit. But even when you went into the kitchen, I could hear you.
Oh.
Anytime you talk on the phone, you talk very loud.
Oh. Yeah.
And then you have the speaker on like max volume.
Oh, yeah. Because I don't want to hold my phone to my ear. Especially if you're on the phone for a long time. Like I think I talked to my dad for like an hour, like over an hour last night.
Yeah, you did.
And I like put it on my little stand and I was talking on there.
Yeah, I think
I could have gone to the guest room. I should have gone to the guest room.
It's fine, but I usually do speaker. If I know it's gonna be a while. I think if you call me, I usually do speaker.
Yeah.
But I don't know if other people call me, I hold it to my ear for some reason.
Oh yeah. And then I knew it was late, and I was having fun talking to my dad, so I didn't want to hang up.
I know.
But I knew I should have gone to bed. I was like, dang, it was like 11, and I was like, oh gosh, I should go to sleep. Because no matter what time I go to bed, I'm still gonna wake up at like 6 a.m. So I'm like lacking on sleep, you know. So I'll just have to go to bed extra early tonight.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah. I know. I feel worn out.
Yeah,
I feel like because the last couple of days, like
been
the
long
lake
days.
And then the birthday.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have been long days.
I'm tired. And then today we're going to Topgolf with
my
work people.
Yeah.
And I still need to get some work done. And I'm like, I'm not gonna eat before we go.
Yeah.
And then when we get home, and be starving.
Yeah.
But I like to finish my work before I eat.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm in a dilemma here.
Yeah, I'm in a dilemma. That's true. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, so like my work is starting this Topgolf thing because they like won something. So they had like extra funds and they're like, okay, we'll just spend it, have an afternoon at Topgolf. And then I was like, okay, I'll go for a little bit because I have school stuff to do too. And then they texted and they're like, a bunch of people dropped out. So like, if you want to bring your spouse or significant other, like, please do so. And I was like, yes. I was like, Brennan gets to go with me. Now I don't have to drive to Scottsdale by myself.
I know.
It's just so much better, like not driving by yourself. And like, I don't know. I was like, debating on the Topgolf thing, but I really want to like support my work people and show up for them. And then I was like, but then I also would rather be at home with Brendan. So now that you get to go with me, it's so much better.
Yeah, that's
like
good.
I don't have to leave you.
I know. It'll be fun.
I don't have to leave your side.
It'll be fun. I know I looked disappointed when you told me, but it's just because anytime I have my schedule for the day and I imagine how my day is going to go and then something is different, it like throws me off.
I know. It's like a monkey wrench.
Yeah. I know that happens to you too.
Yeah.
I forget what it was, but something recently upset you because you had imagined the day was going to go one way and then it like...
Oh, was it that nail appointment?
Maybe.
Yeah, I went to a nail appointment recently because my nail tech had her baby, so she's not doing my nails. And then I get there at 2. That's when I literally got there like early, like 1:45. And my appointment was at 2 and he didn't see me till 2:45. So I was literally just sitting there.
Yeah, the new guy.
Yeah, so I'm never going back there again. Yeah, that was horrible.
That's a long wait.
I felt really uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm like, if you would have not been available till 3, I would have just came at 3.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was like a 30-minute drive. And yeah, it was just bad experience.
Yeah, it's a really big waste of time.
It is.
Like when people do their hair, their nails, like they're not trying to spend all day.
Right.
They're trying to make an appointment, show up for that, and take an hour or whatever. And then,
maybe that's what it was.
And then get on with their day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was that.
Maybe.
But that can throw you off.
It can. So thank you for going with me. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And I'm competitive and I want to see which one of us scores higher.
You'll probably do good. I don't know how to golf at all. And she's like generally not very athletic.
I'm not athletic at all.
But she's so tight that it somehow helps her with golf. Like,
I'm just stiff.
Yeah, she's stiff. And it somehow like helps her be better at golf.
Yeah.
Because her body just like,
It's like a robot.
Yeah, it's like a robot.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
You tell me what to do.
She can like usually hit the ball pretty straight.
That's why I like don't hurt myself when I lift because my form is impeccable.
Yeah, you're like a robot.
You tell me what to do, and I'm like, okay. And then I like put it in I type it into my brain, and then my brain tells me what to do.
Yeah, your like spine never bends.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's, like,
It's always straight. It's always in alignment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I'm good at Top Golf.
Yeah.
So I'm excited because I want to beat everybody. Watch, but then someone's going to show up there. Someone in my work people, someone's going to be better.
I'm sure
like,
somebody, because a lot of people golf.
mm-hmm.
So I'm sure somebody's good at it. Somebody's husband is like, takes them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, do it like this.
I already know. I'm like, who going to scope out? Who's going to beat me today?
It's funny. A lot of people get very interested in golf and addicted to it, but I feel like that's something that I would not enjoy, but maybe it is. I don't know.
I mean, it's like a skill.
Yeah.
So I feel like
I think I would like archery.
a lot of people could learn,
Like,
you know?
remember I wanted to get a bow and arrow and
Yeah.
practice in the backyard, and you're like, no, you're going to kill the dogs. And I'm like, bro, I'm not going to do it when they're out there.
No, I literally in my head, you getting a bow and arrow thing was like, that's a freaking accident that's going to happen. I was like, that is so dangerous.
Like,
and you're trying to do it in the backyard, you're going to like kill somebody on accident.
I mean, I would do it with a target and like with no one around.
I know.
Then the repairman's going to be like, hey,
Yeah, no, literally.
I just won't do it right next to where the corner is. You know?
I was like, no, this is an
Where
accident
people
waiting to
walk through.
happen. I was like, I'm like, literally my mind goes like the worst case scenario.
Yeah, I know. But in my mind, I'm like, it literally would not happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm not going to do it when the dogs are out there.
Yeah.
I know when people are going to be in my backyard, which is never.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's in my backyard,
True.
you know?
That's true.
And if someone walks back there, then they shouldn't be back there anyway.
I know, but I just was like, let's just avoid any casualties.
You're like, let's not.
Not have like dangerous weapons
You're
around.
Like, I'll get you a Nerf arrow.
Yeah. You can play with Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
But golf seems like it would take so much time. I'm like, who are these people that have time for golf?
Yeah, it
Because
does.
you have to go out there like all day long.
Yeah, that's true.
Which
It's not like a quick thing.
I guess if you're somebody that does like business meetings and makes deals, which like I don't even know who does that, and like, you know,
Yeah.
like who's these people? Like I know in the movies, people are always like at golf, like making deals with other companies and stuff. I'm like, these are like one in a bajillion people.
Right.
Like everyone else has like normal jobs and things to do.
That's true.
But
We're all little rats.
golf would take all day. I'm like, when do you have the time to get good at it?
I don't know.
You would have to dedicate like all your free time.
Yeah.
I guess if you had like a 40-hour a week regular job, I mean, you didn't do anything else, and maybe you didn't have like kids, and you're just like, I like golf, I want to get good at it, then you could dedicate all your free time to it.
I guess. But I mean,
And
think
you don't
about.
go to the gym or like
Yeah, I was
anything.
gonna say, think about all the time you spend going to the gym.
Right.
So.
Like if you did that, if you did golf instead of the gym, but the gym's quicker, you know, I guess you could practice like hitting or whatever it's called, driving, but to do like 18 rounds or whatever, or 9 holes would take way longer than going to the gym.
That's why it's a retired person activity.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of retired people play golf.
What do you do?
Not.
Independently wealthy.
Yeah. Or like something that people do on vacation.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So I don't know anyone that
I don't
plays
know
golf
anyone
like that.
either. But
Yeah.
I'm just
Like
curious.
nobody, literally at all.
There was this guy. There was this guy back in the day at our church, and he was like a professional golfer or something. He was like 6'4". He I don't know what he did, but he always said he did professional golf. I don't know what that means. Like how professional? Like were you playing with Tiger Woods, or do you make like $20?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway.
What's the next subject?
So the hot takes. So last week we said we were going to continue this. We went over like carnivore diet, snacks make you fat. It's
Snacking culture's
It's
bad.
not that hard to eat protein.
Yeah, watch the last episode.
Yeah, it was just our hot takes, but these ones are different.
Yeah, we're just continuing our list that we had. This is a part 2.
Our list of hot takes, and then like so the next one is couples splitting finance or having joint bank accounts. We think. I mean, I don't even know if this is really a hot take. It's just something we think about.
Our opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we probably talked about it before too, but I think
I think we have.
married people, it's like different for everyone really. But I think if you're married young and you don't have anything and you don't have a prenup, pretty much if you're married and you don't have a prenup, you might as well combine finances because you can work together to like build, you know? It's weird when things
To
are
build
separate,
wealth.
you know? Yeah, to build wealth. But it's weird when things are separate because you're like, oh, you have $1,000 and I have $200. Like, it's weird.
I feel like it makes you less united as a couple
Yeah.
if you don't share a bank account and you don't share like all your finances together.
Yeah, share everything because, yeah, it feels like you're two separate people still.
Right. And then I feel like there can be a power struggle if
Mhm.
there's someone makes more money than the other person.
Yeah.
So they can like hold that again. You can, if you have this kind of relationship, you can be like, well, I pay for this and I pay
Yeah.
for that, blah, blah, blah. Like
That's true.
it can get really,
You could.
um,
You'd be like, I'm not going to pay for that. I'm not going to give you money. Or,
yeah, there's like a power struggle with that too,
mm-hmm.
which is not cool.
Could be like, yeah, like a narcissist type personality would use that to control.
I feel like,
the
yeah,
person.
there would be more trouble not sharing finances
Mhm.
than there is to share
For sure.
because it's a huge deal.
It is. It's a big part of life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what drives like everything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the only way you can do anything.
I just think it's the best way to.
I think so too. And it makes you a team and gets you on
Yeah.
the same page. Like if you're separate, you know, one of you might be spending a shit ton of money and the other one won't know about it. Or getting into debt, you know, like using credit cards and the other person doesn't know.
Right.
And, you know, one person's doing everything right and one person's like doing everything wrong.
Right.
And they're like, wait, we have what? We have $80,000 in credit cards? What the hell have you been doing? Like,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, because we got mortgages to pay, other bills, like car insurance, all the other stuff. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think it's the best way to have a
It's-
successful marriage.
Yeah. It's so much easier when everything's just together and you can both see what's going on.
Yeah. That's what I always tell people. I'm like, you got to be a team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to work together
Yeah.
if you want to make it work.
I know. I've told family members that too. And I'm like, just join. Like,
Right.
if you got married really, really young, it's like, what are you keeping it separate for? Because if you get divorced, you're splitting everything anyway. Like, even if you were doing, like, if you had separate things and you don't have a prenup and you know, get a divorce, then if one of you was doing everything right and one of you was doing everything wrong, you're gonna both be responsible for the mess and you're both gonna split whatever's left over.
Exactly.
You know, so it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, you're not gonna hoard your little money over here because in a divorce situation, you're splitting it anyway.
Yeah, and it just makes it messier.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it messier.
Yeah. So
So
that's how we feel about that.
do that. The next one was, I think, that personal finance should be taught in school way more. I feel like no one knows anything about it. And it's like, it's simple, but it's kind of like fitness, where it's like pretty simple and basic. And if you follow like a basic like structure, you'll be okay. But you could easily make mistakes, like getting into debt at a young age and stuff like that. And I think it's just not taught enough in school. Like, it should be taught in schools because not every parent is going to teach their kid that. And then we expect people to be like retire someday and stuff like that. And we never taught them like how to get there. Everyone's like, oh yeah, you retire someday. But then they're like, don't know.
Yeah, I think there should be personal finance classes taught in schools, like all schools.
Mm-hmm. I
Like
think
through
so.
from fresh, like at least junior and senior year.
Yeah, I think high school at least 2 years.
Like instead of doing stupid algebra,
Yeah.
like algebra is so useless.
Yeah, in the real world, it's pretty useless unless
It's
like,
so useless. I don't understand why our system is like this.
I think basic algebra, I feel like maybe you use it sometimes in like thinking. I can't even think of an example, but like calculus, you definitely don't use. Geometry, you don't use at all.
Literally at all.
What the hell do I need to know the corners of a triangle
Like,
for?
Knowing how to save money, save for retirement, how to balance, like how to follow a budget, like create a budget. Like these are things that we need to be teaching kids.
Yeah.
Not stupid geometry. Yeah.
And then like showing them like how much, if you're to like save this much every month in this type of account and it gets this much interest, it'll grow this much. And that will get them excited about it and be like, whoa,
Yeah.
like I only need to save this much and then like
Yeah.
I could retire with this much money. Or
Exactly.
and show them like the debt side of things where like if a credit card company is charging you this much interest, this is how much you're actually losing in
Yeah.
the long run.
Yeah. It'll deter people from getting credit card debt.
Mm-hmm. Your car debt, like you can show them, you know, just with those basic things that most people don't actually know how they work.
Right.
It would like help the country so much.
It
I
would.
feel like I feel like a lot more people would make better decisions if they just had the knowledge of how it worked. And then, there would still obviously be people that do the wrong thing. Like they want things now, they're going to buy them with debt, and they're just going to screw up their lives anyway. But I think more people, then, it would help people.
It would.
It would help more people than, extra algebra.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I think it would better prepare future.
Like you could get rid of some kind of class. I mean, there's always like a lot of elective courses in high school. So you could maybe get rid of one of those choices and just give personal finance.
I feel like there's hardly any electives that you take anyway.
I don't remember. I mean, there's
but honestly, I think replacing the algebra and like geometry and like calculus, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that should be optional.
I think basic algebra, but geometry, I don't think you need that.
No.
Calculus, you definitely don't need it unless you're really interested in some field of study that's going to use it.
Right.
Like engineering, I think, uses it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But
I know. That's true. But like hardly anyone does engineering. So it's like you should only do that if that's what you're going to do in college.
Right.
So.
Which is hard for kids to know what they're going to do, but.
If not, just teach an extra college course on it.
Yeah, exactly. You could just learn it in college. When you figure out what you're going to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
But personal finance would help way more people.
It would.
Because not everyone goes to college. A lot of people just go get jobs.
But yeah, having it as an elective would be good too. But
I took it. Greenway had it senior year. I took it instead of one of the higher math classes.
That's good.
And I felt like it taught me a good amount, and it just got me interested in it. And I was like,
yeah.
And the teacher was cool, so I paid attention. And it got me interested in it.
It makes a big difference if you have an interesting teacher.
It does.
It really does.
I know. There was like a few classes that I did really well in just because I liked the teacher. I respected the teacher. I thought they were cool. That should be the thing too. Like we should get better teachers. Like a lot of our tax money goes to crazy crap. Like goes overseas to help other countries. Like that's kind of dumb.
Or the military wastes so much money.
It should stay here.
Yeah.
They overpay for things. It's crazy. But if we could
it's a messed up system.
Keep it here and pay teachers better and then like, I don't know how you would do this, but if you could find a lot of those people, because I think more people would want to be teachers if it was a more higher paid job.
I think so too.
And then you would get those type of people that the kids respect.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, I want to be like that guy.
Yeah.
That's the classes I would pay attention in, is when the teacher was cool and I was like, I want to be like him when I grow up.
That makes sense.
But if the teacher was like a weirdo, I was like, why do I want to listen to you? Like, I don't want to be like you. So I'm a
teachers definitely deserve to get paid more.
Yeah, they do.
It would attract a wider variety of people.
Yeah, for sure. Which, I feel like, I don't know. They would say like kids have ADHD and like,
Also, the traditional classroom, I feel like also sucks.
It does.
Like, I feel like class should be more interactive. And sitting there and listening to someone talk for hours at a time is literally horrible. Like, it's like torture. Yeah. Like, if you're not being engaged, like, how do you expect someone to learn? Because I learn by doing. Like, someone talking to me, I'm like, just stop. Like, just show me and then let me do a return demonstration. And that's how I learn. That's literally the best way I can learn.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you can give me a brief overview, but don't make it longer than like 2 minutes.
It's true.
Because I'm going to stop paying attention after 2 minutes.
I know. A lot of times I'll be explaining like finance things to you. And I could see that you're not like...
I'm like...
absorbing it.
This is like 1 minute too long.
You're like, you're gonna have to write that down and show me a graph.
No, literally. I'm like, just stop. Just show me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need I need visuals. I need an activity. I need a crossword puzzle to go with it. Like, yeah. So that's another thing. Is like traditional classrooms are just not it. Like my first 2 days of NP school were like all online. I just was like Zoom meeting and I just had to sit there and listen to people talk all day long. I was like, I don't know how much longer I can do this. Like, this is torture.
It's so boring.
Yeah. I was like, wah. It's like the Charlie Brown adults. Wah, wah, wah. Like, that's what it felt like. I was like, ah.
Yeah, it needs to be way more
interactive.
And then it gets your like, because if you're just sitting there, your brain starts to go into like almost sleepy mode.
It does.
You get tired.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
if you're like up, moving and interacting, you're more excited. And also like not just sitting there, Like you need a little more activity in your life. These kids are just sitting there all day, and then maybe if they're lucky, they get to go to PE.
Yeah,
and lunch.
it's just so bad.
Yeah, it could be a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
what are you gonna do? We're just gonna keep funding social programs instead of giving teachers money.
Or the military.
Military, yeah.
Military wastes so much money.
Do they? I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
How?
They just pay people to sit around and do nothing and twiddle their thumbs.
Like the reserve, yeah, like the reserve people. They're like, we're gonna need you here just in case.
And they like pay people just so the money doesn't go back to like the government. It's so weird and crazy.
Oh, they keep their I see. Yeah, a lot of like companies do that too, where they have a budget, and if they don't spend it, it gets reduced the next year.
Exactly.
So they'll like spend it. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll just spend it frivolously. And I'm
just
like,
to make sure that they keep having that budget.
Yeah, in case they need it.
They need it.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't you just let it be smaller, and then if they actually need it, give it to them.
Yeah.
Like,
but no, they make it like so hard to like go back and like increase the budget.
Like, well, you only needed 50 grand last
year. That's what I was referring to. I just didn't know how to put it into words.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. The budget thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of companies and I'm sure government agencies do that all the time.
They do. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, yeah, they need to stop increasing taxes. Like, they need to go down, honestly. Like, if the government can't do everything they need with 10% of everyone's money, then what are they doing?
I know.
I'm like, have you ever actually sat there and thought about how much money that is?
I know.
Like, if every single person you know and every single person in the country gave 10% of their money, like, that's more than enough.
It's so much.
To do everything that they need to, but they just spend it wrong. And they do the budget crap. Like, yeah.
So sad.
And people pay more than 10% and they can't get it done. And it's crazy. And then people are mad and they're like, tax the rich and all this crap. And I'm like, that's not the solution. The solution is the spending problem. Like, you guys are dumb as shit. Like, yeah.
I know. I'm like, then think, oh, it could be worse. It could be in a third world country where there's like really bad corruption.
Bad corruption, hyperinflation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we definitely have it good. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, like, we have a great country. We have one of the best economies in the world, but, you know, people are always going to complain.
There's always room for improvement.
There's always room for improvement.
There's always room for improvement.
I was literally watching a documentary this morning about retirement programs and stuff. But anyway, it was from like 2006. And they're saying the same crap they're saying today. The economy's bad, inflation. I'm like, dude, it's always going to be this way. So why don't we just shut the fuck up? You know?
I agree.
Like, why don't we just shut up and get to work and like do what we can? Because whining that there's inflation isn't going to do anything.
Right. Yeah. That's why I never complain about that. I'm
if we could fix government spending,
that could help.
That could help. But whining isn't going to do anything.
I know.
You know?
I know. I try to be careful about like whining about anything. I whine to you the most for sure.
And people, yeah, you do. But it's okay. We're allowed to do that.
Yeah, like with each
Just
other.
Not with
it's so
people
different.
outside. Yeah.
No, outside of us, it's like everything's perfect.
When you're married, you can say like your innermost thoughts.
Yeah.
And like talk the most shit out of anyone.
That's true.
You could talk mad shit.
I'm like, ugh.
But then, you know, once other people are around, you're like, all right, we're going to be a little more civilized.
No, literally. We're going to be positive.
Yeah, a little more positive. You can be negative. I think you can be negative around people, but
a little bit.
Just not like
not
super
like,
hardcore.
No.
Not as bad.
You have to tone it down for sure.
It's like,
you need to be joyful with other people. Like most of the time.
Yeah.
You know? Because it's like, why is anyone going to want to hang out with you if you're negative all the time?
All negative all the time.
Yeah. It's like, ew.
But I think there's also like,
there's a balance.
I don't know. I'm never negative in like a Eeyore type of way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this sucks. I feel like I'm more negative in like a let's talk shit and laugh about it type of way.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. That's true.
Which,
same.
I'm cool when people do that.
Yeah.
Like you can talk shit in like a
but like we laugh after.
Let's make fun of stuff type of way.
Yeah.
Then yeah. But if you're like, my life sucks and there's nothing I can do about it, I'm like, shut the hell up. Get away from me, dude.
That's true. If you're just like whining all the time.
Get away with me with your negative thoughts and energy.
Yeah, that's true. I feel the same way. I think if you joke around about it, you just take it lightly. I think that's a lot better.
Yeah, it's great. But if you're just like, life sucks. Yeah, it's like, that's the thing with life is like, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. You know? If you're like, my life sucks, it's always going to suck, there's nothing I can do to make it better, you're right. Then you can't.
Yeah.
But if you have optimism and you're like, I can build a better life for myself. If I keep working, if I keep trying day after day after day, eventually my life will get a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. And I'll be a little happier, a little happier. And then you're right too. You know?
That's a good mindset to have.
It's 100% true. It's like, you see people online complaining about like things like, you know, like that dude I was talking about last week who was like, I worked out for 3 years and ate perfectly for 3 years and didn't get any results. I'm like, you're like an excuse making type of person.
I know people can be their own worst enemy. Like you're the only person that's holding you back.
Yeah.
You're
like,
the only person that's holding you back.
Only person. No one.
Like when I think about anxiety, I'm like, I could let anxiety control my life, but I choose not to. Like I could have, like yesterday I was really anxious and I was like, I'm literally going to give myself a stomach ache because that always happens when I'm like really anxious. And if I like let myself spiral, and I was like, I am not going to be so anxious on my birthday and give myself a stomach ache. And then I'm not going to be able to enjoy my Wingstop later. And I was like, I am in control of my mind. I was like, this anxiety is not going to control. It's not going to cause a stomach ache. And I didn't let it happen. I was like, I'm not going to have a stomach ache today.
Yeah.
Because that happens sometimes. And I'm like, I'm literally in control. Like my mind.
You are.
You know? So that's another thing is like, stop letting anxiety and sadness control your life. Because you're not going to go anywhere.
100%.
You're just going to like be miserable.
I think we have so much more control over our lives than we think. And like,
you're literally the only person holding yourself back.
Yeah, you're the only person that controls your life at all. Like if you're waiting for someone to come save you, it's never going to happen. Like you have to get in control of everything. And now like most of our problems are in our head and we just spiral in our own heads when we could literally be like, no, that's even true. I'm making all this crap up right now.
Literally just do it.
Yeah.
Just do what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
so that's how you move forward in life. That's how you be happy. You just get things done.
It is. I've had times in the past where I was depressed and I felt like crap and my life wasn't going very well. But like every day, even though I felt like trash, total anxiety, depression, I was like, my life sucks. Like I'm not successful. Like I feel like I'm never going to go anywhere. I felt like that, but I also would tell myself every day, like, just keep moving forward. Like, keep trying. And you know.
Yeah. And then something will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
And yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take for each person, you know, like, but if you don't keep trying, then it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, it might take you a year, might take you 5 years, might take you 10 years. But I think if you keep trying and moving in the right direction and taking the right steps, then you could like make your life better, you know?
Yeah.
But most people are like, if it takes effort, I don't want to do it. You know?
Yeah.
I just want to complain until God drops gold at my doorstep.
Yeah.
And makes me happy.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true. It's all about effort.
It's all about effort. Everything is about effort. It's all
I don't know.
energy. Everything is energy. If you don't put energy towards something, you can't get anything from it.
Yeah, I know.
Like
you get what you give. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Everything is an exchange of energy. You know?
Yeah.
That's literally what money is.
I know these like very generalized statements, but it can be applied to a lot of situations in life.
Yeah.
It can be applied to like trying to get a better job, or trying to finish school, or trying to save money.
Building your side hustle.
Yeah. Trying to pay something off.
Anything.
Yeah.
Trying to get a better relationship.
That too. Yeah.
Anything. If you put effort into it and keep moving forward day after day, you can make it better.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does sound like generalized stuff. And you hear a lot, like I hear that a lot in like podcasts and stuff.
Yeah. And you're like, well, how does this apply to my life?
Yeah. How does that apply to my life? But it's like, it's your story. It's your journey. And you know the things that you're trying to work on. You know,
like where are you trying to be? Where are you trying to be 6 months from now?
What do you want your life to look like in 10 years?
What's like in the way? What can you do to get it out of the way? Yeah.
It's kind of like, what do you want your life to be? And then work backwards. All right. If someone's in that position, what do they do?
Right.
And what do they do every day?
Yeah. How do they get that position? How do they get that job? Or how do they pay off that car? I don't know.
And if the answer to that is something that you're not willing to do,
you need to do it.
No, well, then don't. Then like set a smaller goal, I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
I guess change goals.
Like if I'm like, I want to be the CEO of Farmers Insurance. Okay. What does that guy do? He probably went to like Harvard, you know, he's probably worked his way up in many different business jobs, all that crap. I'm like, I'm not doing any of that. Okay. So I'm not going to be the CEO of Farmers. Let me get a new goal.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's like find a realistic spot you want to be in life and then work towards it.
It is a good goal to have.
You know, and it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be like, I want to be a multimillionaire, you know, like you could just be like, I want to make enough that like my bills are covered and I'm not worried and can spend a little more time with my family, you know, like that's a fine goal. Not everyone has to be a billionaire or a millionaire or like a super successful, you know, like flashy type of person.
Yeah.
But if you're not happy with where you're at, then figure out where you would be happy and start walking.
Yeah.
Start walking one
Small
foot in front of
steps.
the other.
Yeah. Small steps.
Yeah.
All right. What's the next one?
It was all pretty much like the same thing. It was like, don't need newest iPhone, cars, etc., unless you can afford it. I guess we could talk about that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like people are too worried about what other people think. Like the keeping up with the Joneses thing. You're like, my friend always has the newest iPhone. My friend always goes out to eat like twice a week. You know, my friend does this. I should have that too. You know?
Yeah.
But it's like,
can't compare yourself to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like make the best financial decision for yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, don't buy a car if you can't afford it.
Don't do things to try to impress other people.
Yeah, only do it for yourself. Don't try to impress other people.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to make you way overspend and get yourself in a bad situation.
Yeah.
Using credit cards and not saving for retirement. So, yeah, don't be flashy.
Yeah, I know. I don't even want him to get a new iPhone ever because I like
either.
how my phone takes like the best pictures.
Yeah,
There's something special about my phone.
Yeah, her phone takes the best pictures. The lighting, like the colors are good.
The lighting always looks perfect.
Like she has the 13 and I have the 15. And hers takes way better photos. And then anytime we're with anyone and they have whatever phone, like 12, even if they have the 13, it seems like theirs doesn't take as good photos for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And we've looked at like her settings and made them all match.
Yeah.
Like all this stuff. And they
don't look the same.
Don't look the same.
It's so weird.
It's weird. I don't know what's
this phone is so special to me. I would be devastated if I lost it. I'd be like, I'm never taking a picture again. I'm literally going to hate them all. Because I'm going to keep comparing them to my old pictures.
It's a really good phone. And there's kind of no point in getting another one because they're so similar.
Oh my gosh, there's like no difference. And like you have the newer phone than me. And I don't even... Normally when you would get a new phone,
you'd be a little like, jealous.
I want a new phone.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I have to wait.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, no, I like my phone.
Mm-hmm.
You're like handing me your phone to take a picture. And I'm like, no, give me my phone. I'm like, get that away from me.
Even I had the 12.
But yours takes really good videos.
It does.
Like your videos are really good. And the zoom feature, because it's 5 times zoom.
5 times zoom.
It's like really good.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I had the 12 before it. And I was reluctant to upgrade.
Yeah.
Because I was like, they're like basically the same.
Yeah, there's really no difference.
The only reason I did is because the camera's a little better for the video. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I do record videos.
Yeah.
Like for a living, kind of.
At this, yeah. At this point, I'm like, I don't even know when or if I'm going to upgrade.
Right.
I'm like, I'm going to keep this one for like 10 years.
Pretty much no point.
No, there's not. Mm-mm. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. And I like the color. It's like a light blue.
Right. I feel like
so perfect.
I feel like they swap off years with doing like a girly color and a manly color.
I think so too.
Because I had
at least for like the pros.
Yeah, or
because they came out with like really girly, like just like the base model phone. Mm-hmm. Like one of my friends has the pink one, and they had like these like pastel colored. Like it's like they knew people were gonna buy them for their kids. Mm-hmm. You know, like it's not even like the Pro, because I think this is like what?
This is the Pro Max.
Yeah, they're Pro Maxes, but they have like just like the base, just like 15, not even like a 15 Pro or 15 Pro Max.
Right.
They came out with like really girly like pastel colors, like very childish looking. Sorry, whoever has those phones, but to me they're just like for like kids. They look like they're for kids
because they look like toys.
Yeah.
Compared to these ones look more like a real product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they did come out with those phones. But yeah, that's true because this phone that I have, it's like a light blue, but yours is the blue one that came out for the dark 15s, blue. But it's like a dark, really dark blue. It almost looks black.
And my 12 was like a darker blue.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then your year didn't have any like dark colors that I would have liked.
I don't think so.
13. I would have had to do like black or white or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. I like the blue.
Mm-hmm.
That's also why I almost didn't want. Well, when the 14 came out, I didn't upgrade.
No.
Because I was like, It doesn't have the cool blue.
Yeah.
I like the blue.
Yeah. Yeah. Blue's. What's your favorite color? Do you have a favorite color?
Not really.
No.
No.
Mine is definitely blue.
I mean, I wear black a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe black is your favorite color.
It might. Like, I feel like it's just the easiest to wear.
Yeah.
Because it goes with everything. It's
Yeah.
like easy. But what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Like light blue? Or just...
I like any shade of blue.
Yeah, blue's a nice color.
Mm-hmm. Any shade of blue I really like.
It is a nice
and
color.
I like neutrals. One color I don't like is red. I don't like red and I don't like yellow.
Like legit red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a good... I hardly own like any red clothing. I don't like yellow and red is just not for me.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it doesn't look good on me.
Right.
Like yellow, when I think about wearing something that's yellow,
Yeah, I would never wear like a straight up yellow shirt.
I don't like it.
What is this color of my shirt?
It's like tan,
Tannish.
I think.
I feel like it has like a reddish pinkish hue, but
It's like very neutral.
brownish. It's like brownish.
Definitely brown, but like beige, like a dark beige.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's
like
a nice
this shirt.
Yeah, it's a good shirt. But yeah, I like neutrals, and it's funny how brown has like made a comeback. I used to think brown was so gross when I was
brown.
like in high school and middle school. Yeah, it was like a gross color to me.
I used to like brown. I had a few like brown shirts, and I felt like they went good with my skin. You know?
But now brown has been having a moment for like a few years now.
I don't even notice trends with colors. Like,
Oh, no.
I'm like, more people are wearing brown.
No, it's literally been like, so like when we went to New York 3 years ago, that's when like I think brown was like first starting to come out, like 2020, 2021. I had that brown puffer jacket.
Yep.
And then that's when I started wearing brown. And I was like, I freaking love brown. I still like it, but
You do look good in brown.
I just feel like it complements my skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I feel like red and yellow just don't like, makes me sick.
I feel like red shirts or pants don't look good on anyone.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen like people wear like red like really nicely.
Maybe like a cool, stylish thing.
Very stylish, yeah.
But just like a t-shirt.
It's hard to put. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like, and you and I don't walk around wearing like very high fashion items, so it's like it's not gonna look good.
I mostly wear t-shirts. And
Yeah.
shorts.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get me to dress up.
Yeah.
I like barely even own any regular clothes.
Yeah, mostly just gym clothes, which makes sense because that's what you do. But yeah,
that's what I do all day, every day. So it's like,
I know, makes sense. And I wear a lot of athleisure too. It's the same thing.
And it's like it's usually hot here.
That too.
And it's like also I work from home. I work on my computer. It's like, what am I gonna get dressed up for?
Yeah, you don't need to get dressed up for anything.
No. I guess if I don't even know why I would dress up. If I was like a
mostly you dress up when we go on vacation
model or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Mostly you dress up when we go on vacation, which is same for me too.
Right.
Like I like to look a certain way if I'm traveling.
Yeah, I do like nice outfits for vacation. Like if you're in New York, you want like a cool outfit that's not a t-shirt and shorts.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to look schleppy.
You need a layer.
I need to wear like a nice outfit to dinner, or like I have clothes that I like that I know that I can wear to dinners and stuff.
Right.
So it's just good to have a nice wardrobe, but that's why I usually go towards neutrals because I can like mix and match. And
I do like neutrals.
Yeah.
With clothes.
Yeah. Mix and match and stuff like that.
Colors, like, I don't know. I like colors on like screens.
Yeah.
Of like blue and orange and stuff.
Yeah. Same.
But for clothing, I mostly like neutrals and black. Which is black and neutral? I don't know. Or is it just black?
I don't know. Black is like its own category.
Yeah. I feel like neutrals like tans and browns and like
whites and creams. Yeah.
I like those.
So we got to go to Topgolf.
Yep. We got to go to Topgolf. But thank you guys for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Maybe tell us your favorite part of this episode or anything you identified with. Leave a 5-star review. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.